Aquarius, it's time for your October Tarotscope. Alright, Aquarius, I felt I needed to ring a little bell to get the energy moving here. So this is your reading for October. This is your Tarotscope, and I've laid out the cards. I've picked out two oracle cards. One is from Moonology, which is the Manifestation Oracle by Yasmin Boland, and the art is by Lori Mena. And the Black Moon Astrology cards by Susan Shepard. And do we know who the artist is? She does not say. Maybe she's the artist. Okay. We start out the first week with the Seven of Pentacles, which does not look like a really great card. In the Rider-Waite deck, normally, the Seven of Pentacles is the card where you're anxious for your harvest to come in. You want the seeds that you planted to have come up already and yielded fruit, and that's not happening. But it's not as sad as this one is. This one is kind of sad. This one is like you not only is the harvest not coming up, but you lost everything with the harvest, or most of it. So I want you to know that this is a card of perception. It's your perception that things are lost. It's your perception that things haven't gone the way you wanted them to go. And because of that, you could be creating a self-fulfilling prophecy of things being a total loss. And the following card, the Judgment, is coming, and you don't want to be judged harshly. You don't want to lose everything, but you do feel like somehow you've become a person who has lost. I don't want to say that whole word, but a person who has lost something, and you are being judged for it. So the first week is rough, Aquarius. It's not feeling really good for you. And you're feeling very down. You're feeling like there's a lot of lack in your life, like you could use a helping hand, like you're not managing things the way you would like to. So, Aquarius, you need to look at where your head is at. Why are you allowing your life to go in this sort of negative direction? The second week is better. The second week starts out quite a bit better. You've got the Three of Pentacles here, which is group work, so you're really just putting your shoulder to the grindstone and really trying to make things work out, maybe to forget about some of this stuff that happened in the first week. The Three of Pentacles not only is group work, but it's also like an apprenticeship or an internship, a learning on the job, things like that. So you've got a lot of opportunity here, Aquarius, to not only bolster your self-esteem, but to get back into the saddle of being a prosperous person, not a person who has a lot of loss. The second card in the second week is the Princess of Swords, and this most likely is you. It's the feminine energy of the Swords cards, and she is a woman or person who is knowledgeable, good with her words, good with communicating, really used to maybe getting her own way by talking her way in and out of situations. And so you're going to use your voice to manifest the things that you really need in this second week of October. We do have the Death card next. Now, death usually is a transformation. Something comes to an end so that something else can begin. And I'm going to tell you what's beginning in the start of the third week is pretty good. So don't worry about this Death card. I think it's the result of, these feelings that you experienced in the first week of the month. Maybe you were hanging on to things that really were not working for you anymore. That's what this looks like. That you really wish that those pentacles would have produced what you wanted them to produce, but maybe those are old habits or methods that just are no longer working for you, and you need to let them go. And the Judgment that you're worried about is that you're hanging on to things too long rather than you can't make it work anymore. You see the difference there? So rather than feeling like you are a loser, like you can't make this work, I say let it go And by the end of the second week, that's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to let go of these old things that no longer serve you. Let them die a quiet, natural death so that you can go on to something new. And that something new is most likely a relationship. So we have the Lovers card here. This very often indicates a relationship. However, it can also just be the renewal of a current relationship, or it could be a partnership of any kind. A friendship, working on a project, a business partnership, a cooperation of two souls on something that they love, whether that's a romantic thing or a business or project kind of thing. So that's coming up in the third week. And then you get to really use your mojo. You're using your skills to do work. In this case, the Eight of Pentacles is saying that your work involves a craft, maybe some sort of analysis and the ability to count things, to sort things, to organize things, things that we do with our hands, things that we do with eye-hand coordination, like numbers, like math, things like that. So you've got a gift and a talent that you're going to be using here in this third week of October. And the last card for the third week is the Three of Cups, meaning that you are really enjoying yourself. You're really getting a bang out of doing all of this stuff. You're celebrating yourself and your partner and really having a good time. And this may be with work, and it also may be reflected in your relationship. The fourth week starts with the Emperor. This is going to be a person who's very knowledgeable, who's the head of a group, an entity, a village, a town, a country, a city. And you're probably going to be talking to that person, maybe even working with that person or for that person, and helping them out with something that they need done, which gains you favor in their eyes. Then we have the Ten of Cups, which is your wish come true. So see, letting all that stuff go with the Death card in the second week really has a payoff, because now you can fill in the void that is left by all those old things you let go of. You can fill them in with wonderful things that you love. So the Ten of Cups is really wonderful. Then you get your wish and you feel very happy. This could also be the result of having a new relationship. And then the Four of Wands shows that your life is balanced once more. You don't feel the grief and the lack. You're not upset about stuff. You're feeling very, very balanced and able to go forward in the world as yourself. So really good reading for you, Aquarius. Very nice month. A little bit of up and down shakiness there, but that is life. If we didn't go through those things, we wouldn't understand and we wouldn't grow. Now let's look at the Oracle cards. We have the first one from the Black Moon Astrology cards, are Pluto transformation. So Pluto is a planet of transformation. And right now, Aquarius, if you have Aquarius rising especially, Pluto is in your 12th house. So you have been going through transformations probably in your sleep. Lots of astral travel, lots of dreams, lots of realizations and epiphanies, things that are really hitting you in your third eye and between your physical eyes and just having you say, wow, I have to change things. You have probably changed more in the last 15, 18 years than in your whole life. Now, if you're only in your 30s, that's only the adult part of your life. But if you're a little bit older, then you'll know that that's a pretty exciting thing. Let's look at the book and see what they say about the Pluto transformation. Yeah, Pluto is a planet of extremes. So wherever Pluto shows up, things get destroyed. Things get left behind. And so Pluto comes along to help you clear things out. These are things that you no longer need to work with. You can let these things go, and you can move on to new talents, new tasks, new job, new relationship, new everything. I don't know that it's a new job exactly, but it could be, but I'm not sure that it is. But the destruction of the old to give way to the new is what Pluto is really all about. So you have got to allow yourself to let these things go. Now, fortunately for you, there is an eclipse at the end of October on the 25th in Scorpio, which is going to be really advantageous for you. That's going to be in your 10th house. That's going to have to do with your career. And even if you don't feel you're quite ready to let go of some of these things, this eclipse most likely will hit you right between the eyes and force you to let go of them. So you're in good hands with that eclipse in Scorpio, and it's going to be magnificent for you. Now, let's look at the other card, first quarter moon in Virgo, assess the situation. This is your other oracle card from Moonology, and I'm going to read about it now. It's the first quarter moon in Virgo. Stop, breathe, and take stock. Perhaps you've taken on too much. Now is the time to be reliable and practical. Laziness is your enemy. Also, don't be too influenced by the crowd and what they're saying. Do you still want what you used to want, and as much? If so, are you really doing what needs to be done to make your dreams real? Express how you feel, but do it without too much self-criticism or criticism of others. Make an honest inventory about where you could do more to manifest your dreams. The energies at play here are a mix of flirtatious and shy, inquiring and hesitant. You need to work them in your favor. This card asks you to be mentally flexible. Whatever challenges you face, your current situation is unlikely to be at a total impasse. The throat chakra helps you to express yourself, your desires, and whether you need more time to think about something. It's located at the base of the throat and is a beautiful sky blue color. Visualize a column of the purest sky blue light pouring down over you as you hold the card to the base of your throat and call in the energies with these words. Energies of the first quarter moon of Virgo, thank you for helping me towards clarity and confidence. The first quarter moon in Virgo takes place when the sun is in Gemini and the moon is in Virgo. It knows that it's never too late to change your way of thinking. Well, I don't think you have to wait for that first quarter moon in Virgo when the sun's in Gemini, because that's going to be almost a year from now. But I do think that assessing the situation and along with the Pluto card, letting go of things that no longer serve you is really, really good advice, Aquarius. So thank you so much for watching the reading. I really hope it resonated with you. Thanks so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. It means so much to me. I really appreciate all my subscribers. I am still reading at the New York Renaissance Fair until October 9th. If you're seeing this reading ahead of the month of October, you can go to my website, thecoolcrone.com, and click on the link for the New York Renaissance Fair and get all the details about how to get tickets. And also, if you're wanting to get a reading from me after the New York Renaissance Fair, I'm also reading at two fairs in New Jersey on October 15th and 16th. On my website, go to Booking Now and click on Fairs to get the details and to book yourself for an appointment for a reading. So that's what I have to say for you, Aquarius. Have a wonderful month of October, and don't sweat the small stuff. You're going to come out on top in this month. So really, just enjoy the month of October, and I will see you next time.